Hello there everyone, this is Jaron D. Luzon. For today's video, I'll be demonstrating on my understanding on PC assembly. On building a PC, the common tools used are Phillips screwdriver, flashlight, and anti-static wrist strap. Now let's move on to the major components in the system unit. First, we have Central Processing Unit, or the CPU. It is the brain of the computer that processes data. Next is the motherboard. It is the main circuit board connecting all units. Next, we have Random Access Memory, or RAM. It is temporary storage of data and programs that are currently active on computer. Next, we have storage devices, which are SSD or HDD. It permanently stores memory or data. Next, we have power supply unit, or PSU. It converts AC power to DC power for components. Next, graphics processing unit, or the GPU. It processes images, videos, animations, and 3D graphics much faster than CPU. Next is the cooling fan. It keeps temperature within safe limits to avoid malfunction or failure. Next, heatsink fan. It takes in heat from the component to avoid CPU to overheat. And lastly, we have PC case or case. It serves as the main structure that houses and protects all the critical internal parts. Motherboard. Where and how? The motherboard is mounted inside the system unit using screws and standoffs. It connects and holds all major components. The importance and connection. Motherboard provides the physical and electrical connections through the components. It has a connector input or output, USB, audio, or network. Next, we have processor, or the CPU. Where and how? It is in the CPU socket on the motherboard, under heatsink and fan. Importance and connection. It allows processes data and performs calculation required for software to function. Coordinates communication between all hardware components, including RAM, storage, and peripherals. It generates heat when used, so efficient cooling is critical. Memory, or RAM. It is placed or inserted on the DIMM slots on the motherboard close to the CPU. Importance and connection. It allows faster data access, provides temporary data storage for the CPU, allowing fast access to information. It helps maintain system stability and prevents crashes. Storage, or SSD or HDD. Where and how? HDD are usually mounted in drive bays, 3.5-inch bays for desktops. M.2 SSDs plug directly into the M.2 slot on the motherboard. SATA connects to the motherboard, or PSU. Importance and connection, allowing the computer to retain information even when power off. Enables saving, retrieving, and backing up important data. It has a higher capacity than RAM. Graphics card. It is in PCI Express slot on the motherboard, usually near the CPU. External display ports are accessible on the rear of the case. The GPU is inserted into a PCIe 16th slot on the motherboard. Importance: GPU renders graphics, videos, and 3D visuals efficiently, performs parallel computation for faster processing. Connects to the CPU to handle heavy computations. Next is cooling fan or heat sinks. Where and how? It helps the CPU to cool out by heatsink and fans. Case fans pull cool air in and push hot air out. Some GPUs use fan speed control. Importance and connection. It helps transfer heat away to avoid crashing or overheating. Maintaining airflow to prevent damage inside the system unit. PC case. Where and how? Protects all components. Importance and connection. It holds the aligned wires or cables for the components. It mounts all the components or parts inside the case. Provides proper path for intake and exhaust fans. And that's all for the video. Thanks for watching.